What up, Blockheads? So today we are going to be changing out the grips. This grip here and this grip here on the Harley Dyna Low Rider S. First things first, tank protection. Protect your tank. The grips that we're installing this time around, same as my last bike. They are by Arlen Ness, hard rubber, grippy, and then these ones do have the kind of brass or gold end caps, just to kind of match the theme of the bike, you know? All right, so for this one, it is fly-by-wire, so you want to make sure you buy the correct grips that are for fly-by-wire. If you don't have fly-by-wire, it'll just be regular like cable throttle grips. So you want to make sure that whenever you're buying it, it says like FBW or fly-by-wire. This says knurled rubber grips, FBW brass or bras. And then if you guys are interested in these, I will provide a link to them below in the description so you guys can scoop them up. So in order to change out the grips, I'm going to go ahead and start on the throttle side first. You're going to be loosening up just a couple of screws. They are going to be Torx bits, so you've got one here, one here. Put it in the top there, start to loosen it up. Put it in the bottom here, start to loosen it up, and then that's all gonna be kind of self-contained, so nothing will fall apart. That's it, easy enough, right? Way easier than the other style, you know, throttle cable grips. So basically in the end of this, I don't know if you guys can see that, there's basically like little teeth that are going to grab onto here, right, and pull back, and those should be in the new grips as well. I'm going to get a light just to show you guys. So you see, way deep down in there, there's like the little, there we go. See the little teeth that grab onto it. So that's taking that grip off. Super easy stuff. And then replacing it with the new grip is also super easy. Now you are going to have two different size grips. So one is going to be for the throttle side, the other is going to be just for the left clutch side. Usually the shorter one without the ending is the clutch side, and it's going to be throttle side. Now if you do buy grips for fly-by-wire, they should already have those that piece like installed in there that's going to grip that end piece. See? Yep, there you go. So installing these, you're going to want to have the logo facing upwards because that's what they say. I like these. They kind of a weight to them. It's nice. And then you're just going to slip on. I mean, seriously, it's that easy. There will be a little bit of play, which you do want there to be a little bit of play. But just make sure you press it all the way inwards, twist it back a couple times. Now there's going to be a lip right here. You want to make sure that lip is setting in there properly so that whenever you set it over the top of it, it grabs onto that lip. That way it's not going to come outwards, you know? Just like that. Super easy stuff. Now at this point we're just going to put the screws back in. That's it. Easy enough, right? That's got that little gold end cap to kind of match the bronze brass look of the bike. All right, let's get to that side. Same process here. Undo that bolt and undo that bolt. All right, so this side's gonna be a little more difficult because this is actually glued on. There are a couple ways that you can do this. If you do have a compressor, you can get a little small ending and blow air in there, which will cause the adhesive to kind of back off. You can also do that with like a small pick, which is what I'm gonna try doing, like a really skinny screwdriver to break the adhesive. Or you can just take a razor blade or a box knife or a knife or something, cut this one off, take it off if you don't feel like reusing it. I like to try and keep them just because, I mean, they cost money. So I'm gonna need to loosen this up a little bit just to push it back so we can push this downwards and work with it a little bit. Yeah, my last bike, they weren't that difficult. So let's get just a little skinny screwdriver. I don't know, man. I think I might have to cut it off. Whew. All right, I'm gonna try for a little bit longer. All right, well, there are ways of removing it without taking it off. I took the screwdriver, tried to undo the adhesive, and I've got it kind of rotating for the most part, but it is not coming off. It bunches up and then it hangs here, or it'll be loose here. Instead of salvaging it, I'm just gonna cut it off. Look at that. It's like a super glued on piece, man. It's like it won't even come off. No wonder it won't move. That's ridiculous. That thing was really freaking on there. They like put an extra glob of glue right there or something, man. It's even still on there. All right, so I'm gonna have to actually get that off of here before I put the new one on, because the new one on basically just glues onto there as well, and it has to be, you know, a nice smooth surface. So I'm gonna sand this down, get all that rubber off, rather than ruin a good razor blade. It's just a crappy knife. All right, so the bar here is nice and cleaned up. I got all the previous rubber off of it and adhesive, so sanded it down so it's a little rough, which is needed for when you put on the new grip. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Basically, all you're doing is gluing this one on, just like the last one was glued on. And usually they use like a super glue. So I'm gonna put some here and then some on the inside of the grip. And you pretty much get one shot. So as you line it up, basically press in as hard as you can until it bottoms out right there, and just like whenever you stop, it's gonna set. So you have one shot to do this. A lot of people say to use hairspray too, which you can totally use hairspray. All right, so logo end up. All right, here we go. All right, just like that. So it'll set. You need to let it set for a little bit, because you don't want to start putting this stuff back on and it, you know, touch some of the super glue and, you know, get stuck to that. So just let it set for a little bit. I'm gonna let it set for a couple minutes, and then we're gonna put everything back together, and that's it. All right, so it's been drying for a bit, so at this point we're just gonna reassemble. All right, so you're not really tightening everything down right off the bat. You're just gonna kind of loosely set it up until you have it all lined up. All right, that's it. Congratulations, you now have new grips. So you're just gonna kind of really snug stuff down here. You don't want to over tighten it because it is going into you know, the other side of the housings. Just, you know, tighten it down so it's not loose. If it is loose, you'll definitely realize it later down the road. That's it. New grips. All right, they look good. I like them. And they're much better on gloves versus the old ones, because they actually like have a little bit of grip to them. That's awesome. All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Like I said, if you are interested in any of the products, check out the links in the description below. If you guys have any questions, please post them up in the comments, and I'll help out, try to help out, answer to the best of my knowledge. If you guys did enjoy the episode, be sure to go ahead and hit the like button. If you guys aren't subscribed already, be sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. And until next time, you guys ride safe out there. Stay vigilant. And I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.